So continuing our video series on the science of storytelling, I'm going to talk about why and how stories are the brain's natural language. Back in 2017, when I was researching my book, 7 Stories, I read a lot of business storytelling books and books around science of storytelling, and I didn't find any of the explanations very satisfactory. They talked about the triune brain, the reptilian brain, and the amygdala and the flight and fight response, or chemicals like oxytocin. But that doesn't really explain how stories work and why they're so important to people. So, because I'm an engineer and I have a great love of artificial intelligence and understanding the groups, the scientists who are trying to understand how our brain works, I delve deeper. And what I discovered is that the largest part of our brain, the neocortex, if you put your 2 fists in front of you like this, it's about that big, in 2 halves and all wrinkly. That part of our brain is performing a very special universal function, which is memory prediction. It memorizes sequences, things that happen in our world, to build a world model and predict what's going to happen next. And your neocortex was probably predicting I was going to say the word next. So our neocortex is continuously predicting our environment. So for example, you might think that your eyes are like 2 little video cameras sending a proper image of the world to your brain, but they're nothing like that. What they are is they're sending jittery, tiny, out of focus, mostly out of focus images to your brain, and your brain stitches together your view of the world. And that view, that stitch together, is actually a prediction. And mostly it's correct, but sometimes we see something and we go, what's that? We're not sure what it is. We pay attention and we update our model of the world. And this is true for all of our senses. We predict our movement before we move. We predict how we're going to feel in order to make a decision. So there's only 2 ways that our brain can build up its model of the world. Our neocortex can build that model, and that's through actual experiences, moving in the world and experiencing things, and story experiences. And for the brain, it doesn't actually mind. A story experience is the same as an actual experience. It will build up your model of the world. And if you think about it, most of what you know, you never experienced. Most of your knowledge from school, from your parents, from your friends, you never experienced that. You learnt it from stories, because stories are the brain's natural language.